This is actually an old concept. We've been talking about doing this for a while, which is bouncing around to different parts of the world, getting affiliate owners together, and just kind of talking best practices, what's worked, what hasn't, things we picked up along the way, things that have come and gone.
When we started our boxes initially, it was okay to have an industrial space where there was no paint on the walls,
right,
where it was a little dirty from time to time. The music was loud and obnoxious, you know. But now you have to appeal to the 99% of the people, which we had to before, but it was a much smaller population.
Yeah,
now we need to cast our net into a wider
It was still kind of that sort of like subculture, kind of underground, feel early on. It's just not that anymore.
Nope.
It's evolved past that.
I never had that feeling, I'll be honest with you. I always had the feeling of I've got to have the impression, and maybe it has to do with my background from before CrossFit, but it's like the email has to be answered within 24 hours. I gotta have the phone answered within an X amount of time. Like, I gotta make sure if someone walks in that you stop your workout, you walk over, your workout doesn't matter. Like, you go greet that person. Like,
And if you think about people walking in the door, and just to go back to Cherie's point about the drop-in, we've all been there where you're the only one that answers the emails. You know, a while ago, I know you guys, we all have help now, but you're the only one that answers emails. You're staying up till 11 o'clock. You have to teach a 5:30 a.m. class. You're going to get through the emails because you've got this 24-hour thing. Eventually you get to a point where that's just not sustainable. But then to really develop a process that makes it that 24-hour response happens or the phone gets answered, that's a lot of layers. And it's, just thinking about, it's your comment form. Do you have a drop down that has an option that you paid for a widget and you found this widget, and now that goes to a certain person that can answer the drop-in emails on a timely manner? Like, there's a lot of layers that then have to go into place to make sure that that those emails get answered and people get taken care of. And again, it goes back to care. Do you care that
that's
you
the
have
part
an accessible
we were
affiliate?
really bad at, creating processes, and that's what she's super good at.
Right. Known for it.
Yeah.
But I don't know about you guys, but that stuff for me,
That's so hard.
it was very new.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Because it was literally as simple as like, hey, what workout are we doing?
Right.
Not like, we need a drop-down menu on the website so we can get in touch with somebody.
shocking.
Like, we need that. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
totally.
And
Yeah.
that's where it was like, dude,
That's what
expansion in terms of just simple business practices.
organizational.
Yeah.
That's why Nicole's here. That's why I wanted her as part of our group here today.
Well, I had
No,
help though.
Processes are super important if you want to have a product that doesn't stop once you walk away.
Yeah.
And if the product in Nicole's gym is the same no matter who's in the gym, that's something I think is really valuable.
You just made my day. I'm done.
Our trainers at the gym and our partners before did an amazing job, and they still do. The ones that own it and are doing way better than Matt and I ever did because they understand processes and they're able to create those processes. And we were not very good at that.
Although you can also get lost in your processes.
Neither was I.
But it's like, I feel like we're,
Seat in my pants. Let me go
I feel
clean the
like we're
bathroom, and then I'm
melding
going to teach you how to
CrossFit
squat.
and the 4-hour work week.
Right.
Like that's what has to happen
Yeah.
though, in this day and age.
Right.
You got to have the care more, but you also got to have some business savvy
Sure.
to run a successful business from a financial standpoint.
And it's kind of cool though because there isn't a roadmap. You run your affiliate a little bit different than you run your affiliate, and we all we all do it a little bit different. And we've all been successful in the way we do it. So that it's not like there's this one roadmap of this is how it has to get done. And I think I feel like a little bit in the affiliate community there's this idea that like you get your affiliation, you go on Rogue and you buy your startup kit, you go to this workout tracking thing and you get your membership here, and then there's a lot of just this is how you do it, and you don't have to do those things. Like there was a lot, I would say like maybe 4 years ago, there were so many businesses coming online about CrossFit and how to help your athletes, and you have to pick and choose. You can't carry every jump rope. You can't say yes to every t-shirt idea. You can't, new bumpers come out on Rogue and everyone's like, oh, have you seen those new bumpers on Rogue? I think we should get those. And you're like, yeah, we'll think about that, and you have to figure out what you say yes and no to. Right. And then that's how you become your own business. And a lot of the principles are the same, but you can be successful having a lot of differences in how you run your own affiliate.
But I think that's true. But of course, there is that core group of best practices
Completely agree.
that every affiliate, a successful affiliate shares.
Even if
And
they
that-
do them slightly differently.
And
Sure.
and they could all look at each other and have a group of maybe 10 or fewer best practices that they're all like, yep,
Yeah.
yep, that's true, yep,
Sure.
yep.
Yep, for sure.
Yep.